Hello, it's Philip Taylor speaking from Richmond Green Chambers in London. I'm looking today at 3 publications, but only particularly centering on one. It's to do with the family law imprint of Jordan Publishing, the book known as the Red Book, excuse me, the Family Law Court Practice to 2014. This book here, which came out in May 2014, recording this in March 2015. We're looking at the book that goes with it, which is a reference guide, a portable source of essential materials to go with it, called the Red Book Plus. And what I'm looking at this afternoon is the autumn supplement to the 2014 practice. This is the supplement itself. It's 200, just over 200 pages, no index, but you can see from the way it's structured, the contents only covers those changes that directly affect what is in the family court practice. If you had a loose leaf reference work, you can take the pages out and put new pages in. We don't do it that way excuse me, with this book, because what you've got is you've got the Red Book itself, which is 3,500 pages, and then for the amendments to what's actually in the Red Book, rather than producing a brand new one halfway through the year, they've had to produce this, because we've been through a huge amount of change in the last 10 months. And the way that it's structured, just so that you're aware, obviously it looks at the specific parts of the Red Book itself, and the part numbers are mentioned there, and then you look at the paragraph numbering. It's the same with the Sweet and Maxwell publications as well. You go to the paragraph number itself, you can see it's there, and then you can see what has changed. It mentions the page number, so you can cross-refer from this to the Red Book, and you can then find what you're looking for. That's the actual front page of it. Then there's an introduction. The introduction is quite useful, because when the Red Book came out, we just started the new family court structure and a new county court sitting at whatever it is structure. So things have changed quite a lot, and it always takes us lawyers a bit of time to sort of get into the swing of it all. But this book has, and certainly the autumn supplement, has helped us immensely, because it's setting out where we got so far, where we've had some problems with certainly the more controversial and the hard cases involving family law itself. Bundles and compliance, again, always very important. The only thing I would say is that, notwithstanding what they've said there, in practice I find it extremely difficult sometimes, because you are dealing with parties and frankly they don't take any notice, especially if they're litigants in person. And there is another little matter with bundles, it's called cost. I'm hoping eventually that there will be some changes in the way we do all of this, like using the cloud. But that's for another day and another occasion. That's the autumn supplement. This is what we say about it. My wife and I had a discussion about the 3 books, because to go with obviously the supplement is the Red Book Plus itself, which is the simple reference guide to assist with the 3,500 page work. We say the regularly updated supplement to the Red Book, reflecting the dizzying pace of change in family law. And that's what this is doing. The introduction itself shows that, because there is a lot of change going on at the moment, and you've got to keep up with it. Fortunately, most of the jurisdictions, touch wood, that I have been in, the judiciary have been very reasonable, and quite often I think some of them have their own problems about trying to keep up with what is going on. But the reality is that we need to help each other, so that we know when we're dealing with the warring parties, you know where the rules are, what the precedents are, and how you can go forward. And I think that's the key issue, because this is where the law is to be found. It's where the practice is to be found, and we have to know how to do it properly. This is what we say then, anyway, about the supplement. If as a family law practitioner you've been grappling with the dizzying number of reforms that have taken place in the family court system since April 2014 onwards, you'll almost certainly have acquired the Red Book and the supplement and the Red Book Plus, which has come out. And as time moves on, so does the pace of change, which is why you need, of course, the supplement. As the editors rightly point out, practitioners have been given no let-up from the onslaught of changes to practice and procedure as the pace of reform continues to motor on, following, for example, the establishment of the new Family Court and the advent of the Children and Families Act 2014, one of the last pieces of legislation